again. What is going on, everybody? Just a Savage here from Crazy Color Gaming. Welcome to a brand new series on my channel, guys. For the first time on my channel, I am going to be live streaming ARK Survival Evolved. This game is a survival game that primarily takes place on an island in which you are completely surrounded by prehistoric life. But why are you on this island? Why has the prehistoric animals come back to life? And furthermore, who placed you here and why? So, without further ado, how about we get started unraveling this mystery? I've actually been playing this game for quite a while, actually, and I am completely sorry about that. I completely forgot that I had turned off the music. I usually like to listen to my own music while I'm playing this game, as this game can be pretty time-consuming and can get boring at times, so I'm just going to let you guys know that right now. ARK is primarily a multiplayer game, but you can make it to where you're playing single-player. There is no such thing as a multiple save file system in this game, which I am quite sad about. So basically, once I create my new character and we get onto the island, I cannot go back to my original save, but that's okay because I really didn't like my previous save anyway. I got farther than I did in my first Let's Play, but okay, so the first thing that I need to do is I need to delete all single player data. And I'm going to press accept for all ARKs. I've only played on one, and so after we do that, we should be able to create a completely new character, completely new survivor, and then explore the island fresh and new. The reason why I am doing this is because I know that a lot of people who play this game tend to still have a little bit of a problem. I myself am still learning a lot. So, so we're going to basically be learning this game together. And all of the stats that you currently see on the left side of the screen, I'm going to keep to myself, because if you were to set them all to default, it would actually be really challenging, especially for a person who just started playing. So I have the difficulty around normal, but I also have dino damage reduced, player damage, structure damage, resistances, all of that. I also have it to where we gain more experience for killing things and for crafting things and all of that. So we'll be able to level faster. So yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to hit play single player, and hopefully I did this correctly by deleting all of the stuff for all ARKs. And if not, then you guys are going to see for a couple of seconds the world that I started playing a little bit ago, but definitely we are going to be creating a new one somehow. This is a really good test for me, just to see, and for okay, we do create a new one. So just let me get something out of the way real quick. You can make a male or female, obviously, depending on your preference, and you can also control a variety of different what's the word I'm trying to look for? Physical attributes about your character. You can make him extremely muscular, or you can make him extremely thin. There is actually a really big immersion factor in this as well. When you create your character, the bigger they are, the more damage resistance they have and the more strength they have, but also the bigger they are, the slower they move as well. But they will also do more damage. So if you wanted a person who wants to do no, Goku is not in here. But I do know that you can customize your hair at one point, but the thing is, in order for you to do that, you need to make scissors. but you can't make scissors until later on in the game. And I'm going to be going over the crafting system and stuff like that with you guys. Okay, so let's get started with the creation of this character, shall we? So, I am actually going to leave it up to you guys. Would you guys like me to play as a thin character or a muscular character? Please let me know. And, while I am waiting for people to respond, I'm going to explain what this is over here. So when you first spawn in on the ARK, you can choose a variety of different areas in which you can spawn, but each area has their own set difficulty. Okay, so DJ wants me to make a really muscular character, but let's see what Radical has to say about this. So the South Zone is the easy difficulty area where it's more for experienced players. The medium, the easy area is for people who do not have a lot of experience with the game, or who are still, starting out. It's actually recommended that if you're a person who is new to ARK or has played ARK at least a couple of times but has not managed to get to the first boss or something, you start on easy. If you are a person who has a little bit more experience with ARK, we go medium. And if you are a person who has played ARK, who understands it, who's been playing it ever since it came out, or somewhere around there, then you would go to the hard area. But since this is a new playthrough, and since I really do not have a lot of experience with this game, since I'm still learning a lot, we're going to go with the easy area. So we're just going to keep it at South Zone 1, and everybody wants me to make a muscular character, so that's what we're going to do. We can change his skin color if you guys want, but the thing is, you cannot give him a custom skin color. Like, you can only make him dark, or you can make him really light. Another thing is that we can control his hair color, what kind of hair color he has. You can use the eye color as well to change his eyes. But the thing is that let me see if I can zoom in. Oh, wait, I did not want to see that. Why is my controller doing this? Okay, so apparently we can't zoom in. We can just only, rotate him around like a rag doll. So we can control his head size, we can control his upper face size, his lower face size, head width, head height, everything about him. Like I said, we can change all of his physical attributes. So we're going to be making a really muscular character. We're not going to go over the top crazy with him, but I bet that controlling these things is so much better on the PC. But yeah, we can. Actually, you know what? That's not bad, but I'm going to tone it down a little. I'm going to make it like right there. We're going to give him broad shoulders, obviously. Okay. Okay, so the hips are actually making it. Oh my gosh, no, if that was a female, I would definitely do that. But I'm gonna do the torso width. Right there is fine. There we go. I think if we just keep his hips around, there, I think we'll be fine. Torso height, definitely need to change that, because to me it looks kind of unnatural if his abs are really scrunched up. Torso depth, we're going to have to rotate him to the side to see this. I think I'm actually going to bring his torso depth down a little, like right there. Like, I don't want it to look too unnatural. I know I am going like completely like non-creative right now, but so now we move on to the arms. I'm thinking that because his shoulder width is where it is, I think his arms need to be a little bit longer. and his hands just need to be just a little bit bigger, but not too much bigger. Let's really beef up his arms. How about right there. And then lower arms. Let's do that. In fact, there we go. That looks a little more natural. Now his legs. Do we want him to be really tall, or do we want him to be really short? I mean, short. Okay, before you answer, this is what he would look like with midget legs. Okay, like, I'm sorry, but I cannot bear to look at that. I'm sorry, but it's you guys' preference on how tall you want to make him. But do you really want me to go short? The thing is that if we make him really short, we have to remember that this game also has an immersion factor when it comes to the type of body that you have. If we were to make him really short, it would also make him move even slower because his legs are so much slower. And the thing is that raptors are naturally hostile in this game, and they are fast. So if we gave him stubby legs, like, I'm being serious, guys. Like, we would not be able to. I would not be able to outrun a raptor. I would have to increase this guy's speed like crazy if he was going to have any chance of running away from anything. but okay. I guess we can make him. I guess to give everybody what they want, I think. I'll keep him short, but not so short that it makes him look too ridiculous. Okay, but if I make, oh my gosh, okay. But, okay. How about that? Is that okay? Because I'm serious. I just get really bad vibes when I look at him like this. Okay, so make him average height. So I want to keep the shortness factor because I know that's what you guys want, but I don't want it to look too unnatural. So his upper legs, how about we do about that, and then his lower legs. I always like to make his lower legs at least a little bit less beefy than his upper legs. Otherwise, it just looks horrible. Okay, so now what we need to do is we need to give this guy a name. I just love how how human is his default name. But you guys give him a name. So I really don't know what to name him. I always have a problem with naming my characters, which is quite ironic, because I can kind of be like Michelangelo from TMNT in a way when I name things. Larry, okay. Okay, what's your name, DJ? What's your name? What's your name for him? Okay, something tells me that DJ really wants me to go with the name that he's chosen. I know I'm waiting for him. I know I'm waiting. I mean, I'm gonna be streaming for a while, so so we're really in no rush. Paul McCartney. Okay. How about this? To compensate for not making him a super small midget, I'm gonna go with Paul McCartney because I have to. Because I know it would have been funnier if I were to make him a really tall a really tall midget. Watch ASDF movies sometime, guys. Then you'll understand that reference. But okay. Okay, so oh my gosh, what am I? Okay. It's just I see our character along with his name, and I'm just like, I already know what we're going to get ourselves into. This is going to be hilarious. Again, I am sorry that I did not make him a super short midget, but I do hope that the name compensates for that. So, okay, so with South Zone 1, easy... yes, hashtag I am a very tall midget in chat. Thank you, DJ, for that. So we're going to create the new survivor. And the game just starts up immediately. Now I want you guys to just take in the... Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, please don't let those be... Oh... If they have rocks for noses, then we're fine. But I'm just gonna keep my distance. So the first thing I want you guys to notice is just how gorgeous this game is. Like, they really did a good job at making this just a gorgeous game. So from the get-go, you're already going to notice something is not quite adding up here. We have these 3 pillars that have sprouted up. I know you can't see the third one. Oh yeah, there's the third one over there. But these are not natural. Like that, this is usually one of the very first things that you see when you're playing. And yes, those are docile. Those are docile. Okay. If they had the fins on the sides of their heads, I would be running like a maniac right now, because those things can poison you. But to get back on topic, you will see these 3 pillars, and you're wondering, why are these pillars here? Why is this set in prehistoric times? Well, yes, we are quite aware of that. But so yeah, you're probably asking yourselves, why are these pillars here? Why are we set in prehistoric times? These are really big questions that we need to answer. So, just like we've leveled up already, all I did was walk up to the tree. It's the tree of experience. Okay, well then, if that's the tree of experience, then we're coming over here. So, we have nothing. Okay? We have nothing. Except for this. For some random reason. We can't do anything with it. It's our map. So, just like Minecraft, punch a tree. This is really what you have to do. And do you guys want to know how ridiculous this is? Punching a tree will actually deplete your health. That's just how immersive this game is. We open our inventory by pressing circle, and you will notice automatically that in the center there are glowing circles around those plus signs. And this is how you level up your character. So you can choose every single level you gain will give you a point, and so you can able to put one of these points into any one of these things. So I recommend that we start off with increasing his weight. Now what this does is it doesn't make him bigger, but what it does is that it allows him to carry more stuff. So we're going to do that, and then when you level, you also get these things called engram points, and engrams allow you, and when engrams are basically blueprints for things that you can make using the resources that you find. I find it kind of weird that you actually have to use engrams in order to learn how to make things, but But the first level gives us 8 engram points. So what we're going to do is we're going to learn the campfire, and we're going to learn the stone hatchet. And then the spear will come later. I particularly don't like the spear because it's both a ranged and a melee weapon. I like it as a melee weapon, but not a ranged weapon. So we're going to keep the spear. And how did this tree regenerate itself? I'm confused. I am really confused. But yeah, you just punch a tree. Yes, praise the tree. Ah! I legit thought I was going to lose my head for a second. Okay, so now that we've gotten that out of the way, so we have some thatch and we have some wood. Now, the thing is that everything in this game has a weight value attached to it, and we've leveling up already. Okay. Okay. Yeah, okay, so we're going to put it to weight again, and then... and then, in order to pick stuff up off the ground, you have to press triangle, and this goes for when you want to harvest crops and stuff like that as well. And there are only some rocks that you can pick up. Oh crap! Okay, we're getting out of here. Yep, that thing is hostile. It's coming at me, and it was making really scary noises. So we're getting out of here. Okay. You know, this is actually the spot that I wanted to build our base in. So, okay, that's good. I'm just glad that our default spawn point is... Oh my gosh, we are surrounded by hostile enemies. Okay. We're going to... okay. So, you go over to crafting by pressing the R1 button, and that's how you go between the inventory and your crafting. Now, if an engram is looking like this, that means that you have enough resources in order to craft it. If it's blacked out like this, you do not have the resources needed to make it. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make a stone pickaxe. So we can craft all 5 of them, which we're not going to do, or we can just craft one by pressing R2. If you wanted to, the thing is that the durability of the weapons and the items in this game do not get affected. Like, they have durability, but they're a lot more understandable than they are in Minecraft. So we're going to go back over to inventory. We're going to press the options button to come over here to the engram page. And since we have 10 more points available, we're going to learn the spear, and then we're going to learn the cloth shirt and the cloth pants, because we do need some resistance, and since that hostile thing was coming at us earlier, it's always good to have some, protection. So now what we're going to do, we're going to take the pickaxe that we just made, if I can remember how to do things correctly, and then we're going to put that in my... Oh crap. Okay. Ow. Okay. I get it. I'm invading your personal privacy, Dinosaur Double D. I get it. If I... Oh my gosh, these things are following me like crazy. It's still coming at me. What? Hey, I'm trying to do a live stream here, and I'm trying to do things correctly. I don't need you, like, chasing me. Okay, if I can just get far enough away from this thing, I think we'll be fine. But... okay, so... I'm going to explain all these creatures here in a little bit. It's just I need to lose this... I lost it. Okay. We are surrounded by docility. Perfect. Okay, so... now, first I'm going to check to see if there are any hostile dinosaurs around me. No. Unless a megalodon decides to jump out of the ocean and tries to lop my head off, which I know won't happen. So we're going to go into the inventory. We're going to select our pickaxe, and then we are going to bring it down here, and we're going to put it in this slot. That's all I wanted to do. Yes. Okay, so anyway, so now that we have the pickaxe, we are able to mine out stone. So we're going to get some stone, and we're also going to get some flint, which is what we're going to need to craft something else that we need to use. We're going to be making a campfire. I recommend you putting your campfire near the place where you are wanting to set up a base. Do keep in mind that this is a really big place, so it would be prudent for you to keep in mind that every single base that you are going to build is not going to be your permanent base, because there is a fast travel system in this game, and believe me, there is nothing more, and we can level up again. Okay, there is nothing more frustrating than dying and then having to go all the way back to where you died, hoping that you're not going to die on your way there, and getting all your stuff back. Which, by the way, if you die, all of your stuff will be guarded by the thing that killed you. So that's basically where strategy comes into play. I am going to increase my weight once again, and I'm going to spend some more points. We're going to learn the rest of the cloth set with the points that we gained, and then now that we have that, we can start going around with the plants, and we can start harvesting resources. So you approach a plant like this, and you start rapidly pressing triangle, and you will get plant fibers as well as a multitude of different berries from these plants. One thing that we do have to do sometime soon, because the sun is setting, is that we need to build a campfire. Now, not every single campfire, that thing better stay away from me, but not every single campfire is going to be a marker for a base that you build. I do not know if I'm getting any more comments. It's not showing me, but so what I'm saying is that not all campfires are going to be a waypoint for a base that you're going to build in the future. Some campfires, you will just have to build one. If, let's say you're really far away from your base and it becomes nighttime, it's always beneficial for you to build a campfire so that you have a source of light. Because believe me, the last thing that you want to have happen to you in this game is to be in the dark and then have some giant crazy bird plant thing come out and lob your head off. Believe me, it's happened, and I really do not understand why the rocks explode once you, I think I'm just gonna have to go on my phone and look at the, and try to see if you guys are commenting anything else. So, let me just do that real quick. Hopefully my phone doesn't be like, a ninny and not have me, look at my own stream. Because, because I just need to check to see if you guys are texting anything to me, because I need to. It's just, I don't know why it's not showing me if you guys are even commenting anything else. But so I'm just glad that I turned my phone all the way down for this. Okay. Yes, you guys are texting me more stuff. Oh, okay, it is showing it to me. Never mind. Okay. False alarm, silly me. I'm such an idiot. Okay. You don't need to explode rocks. Well, I understand that I don't need to explode rocks, but we also have to remember that it's not my decision to explode them. It's how the developers made the rocks. I really don't understand why everything just explodes and falls on you every time you mine it out. But the reason why I'm mining out these rocks is because they are a really good source of flint and metal. Also, those little rock clumps that you saw me mining out earlier, those will also give you a lot of metal. In fact, those are actually metal veins, and we can level up again. And my pickaxe just broke, but that's okay. If, the tree falling on me, that was hilarious. But if a tool that you have in your hotbar breaks on you and you have the required resources needed to repair it, all you have to do is press on the button that the item is put on, is tagged to, and your character will automatically start repairing that item without you having to go into the inventory, which I think is genius. So we're gonna, first off, we're going to come over here. I'm not going to increase his health just yet. I want to get him to at least 150 weight before we start, oh my gosh. Okay, come on, okay. Oh, you have got, oh my gosh. Well, that's okay. That's okay. I'm not mad about that because we actually died pretty close to our spawn point. Also, if you are new to this game, even if you have some experience with this game, prepare to die a lot. Okay, that's the thing with this game, is that you have to get used to just dying over and over again. So yeah, it's going to be like that. But that's just because we don't have proper, that's just because we do not... Killer Yoshi. You know, actually, I was actually looking at the workshop for this game on Steam, and I'm not kidding. Somebody actually made a Yoshi mob for this game. I'm not even kidding. Like, it was one of the mods that they came out with when this game was still in development, and as you guys can plainly see, that dinosaur that killed me is now guarding my stuff. So now I have to find a way to sneak around him. Well, yes, the killer trees. I'm watching you, trees. But anyway, okay, so that guy needs to keep moving his long tail. No, don't come towards me. Go away. Shoo. Go away! I am just so glad that the Spinosaurus is not here. And look, I'm jinxing myself because I know that... In my previous playthrough, I had to live with a Spinosaurus that was living right next to my house for literally 2 in-game weeks. If you guys want me to tell you the story of how I lived with him and how I killed him, please let me know in the comments, because I have plenty of time. Okay, I can actually use this to my advantage. If I can just, yeah, don't mind me. Don't mind me. I'm not afraid of the trees, okay? Well, actually, I kind of am. I mean... They could have giant bugs in them. I mean, you never know. I mean, the developers really go all out with this game, I'm telling you. Okay, so we're going to take out everything. So we're going to take all items, pressing L1, and we have all of our junk back, so that's good. Now, one thing that I do need to do is I need to gather more fiber. That's the reason why I keep on going to these plants. The fiber is used to craft the cloth armor. So once we get that, oh my gosh. will these things just stop coming at me, please? I understand that everything on this island wants to kill me, but... Oh, wait a minute. I was hearing something completely different, or was I? I can't remember. It's just... This game can leave you paranoid. Exactly. I knew that this... I know. But that's just it. Things in this game is that if you attack one of their brothers comes over and just mauls the crap out of you. It's just like Fortnite, except the CPUs are the ones that are sweaty. So... Okay, so... First, we have to check to see that nothing around here is going to want to eat us. And then we're going to go into the inventory, go over to crafting. What do we need? Okay, so we just need to collect more fiber. That's all we need to do. We also need to collect hide as well. The only way that we can get hide is to kill stuff. So, at least we can craft some of it right now. And that's just it. Like, you can craft... more than, like, you can set up for a queue. If you look at the bottom left corner of the screen, you'll see that there's a crafting queue, and that will allow your character to craft multiple things at the same time. You don't have to wait for one thing to be crafted and then start crafting another thing. You can just craft right away. Also, we are going to be making a campfire, and then after we make the campfire, we're going to make a hatchet. And then finally, we're actually going to be making two more things. We're going to be making a spear, and then we're going to be making a torch. The reason why I want to make a torch is because if I need to go out, and I do not, if you want to go out and you don't want to craft like dozens and dozens of campfires to emit light, just craft a torch. Because the torches will help you immensely. And then we leveled up from all of that crafting, so now we're going to increase his weight again. Come down here, we have 16 engrams to spend, so we're going to make a hide sleeping bag. The sleeping bags and the beds in this game just act just like the beds in Minecraft. They set your spawn point. The only thing is you can't sleep in them, which is stupid. So we're going to make the hide sleeping bag, we're going to make the thatch foundation, the thatch door frame, the thatch wall, the thatch ceiling, and then we have to wait until we level up again before we can unlock the rest of the thatch stuff. But at least we crafted a lot of this stuff. So now what we're going to do, we're going to equip all of the junk that we made. And I'm going to move this down here. We're also going to put our spear next to our hatchet. This is just my personal preference of organizing my inventory. You guys can do it however you please. So we're going to do that. And I know I made a campfire. So we're going to put the campfire down. And this is the spot where I want to build my base. So I am going to put the campfire right here. Okay, and then we cannot light the fire without... Oh my gosh! Get away from me! That guy was just like... that guy, oh my gosh. That guy just sneaked up on me! And that was a raptor too! This is exactly what I'm talking about, guys, is that things will just sneak up on you. Things will just sneak up on you in this game, and it gets quite annoying. Oh my god. Oh, I am just surrounded by danger. Okay, going in the water. So, I would like to announce to you guys that the water is filled with killer manta rays and giant piranha. So basically no matter where I go, No matter where I go, I am always surrounded by danger, so that's why you need to be very careful when you're... I'm sorry, but I actually cannot be mad about that raptor killing me. Oh, wait a minute, I just remembered that raptor is going to be over there and he's going to be guarding my junk. So so I have to be really careful here. It's just like... This game really does have a way of making you want to just kill everything. And... Oh, oh, shove off! See, it's only been 40 minutes, and I got killed by, oh my gosh, by even the most insignificant creature in the entire game. But that's okay. I'm not even going to check that loot because I didn't have anything on me anyway. But that is just, oh my gosh. If you really do not have a lot of stuff, oh my, why? If you do not have... If you just, oh, I am just getting myself into all kinds. Well, yeah, that's what you have to do when you don't have a weapon in your inventory, because everything in this game wants to kill you. So, that's what this is. It's just, the thing is that I'm not getting mad about this, because... I am of the understanding that you need that that until you establish a good base and you start getting some really good stuff, just expect yourself to die like at least 20 times before you have the proper equipment necessary to kill anything. I mean, yes, I got lucky with a few dinos so far, but it's just... They really add on the immersion factor in this game, which is really good. Okay, so I know that I died somewhere over here. You can tell where I died because there's a backpack, and it's about to become nighttime. That raptor made me destroy my own, that raptor, which is standing right there and is now coming at me. Is actively guarding my stuff, and I'm going to be killed again. And I know that if my aunt was watching this right now, she'd be like, "You need to stop dying." I know, but that's just it. You start playing this game. And look, it doesn't even tell me that I died by a raptor. It just tells me that I died. Great, it's sunset, and I don't even have... I destroyed my campfire accidentally while trying to fight off that raptor. I don't even have my torch. This is really, really bad. This... Is it bad that I just keep on saying immersion over and over again? I mean, I need to make... Oh my... That's a glitch. Well, how is that bad? How is it bad that I just keep on saying the same word over and over again? That's just one thing about being autistic. You just repeat words to you just repeat words. Okay, now it's officially nighttime, and I am blind as a bat. I am... Okay. Hold on. I just need to keep on grabbing stone. When in doubt, and you're on the beach, just walk in a straight line and continue mashing triangle, and you'll just keep on picking up stones, even though you can't even though you can't see them. Okay, let's see, how many more things do I need? Okay, so I do need to craft a pickaxe in order to do anything, in order to get anything good. Okay, and then for some rocks, okay. Okay. Well, then you're just going to have to put up with dying all the time. I mean, more than you should. I mean, expect to die a lot, but don't do it on purpose. I hear the noises of creatures now, and I just get so paranoid. Because I know exactly how the dilphosaurs sound and stuff like that, and but the thing is that expect to die a lot, but at the same time, try your best to stay alive for as long as you can in the beginning. This game is just like Apex or in Fortnite in regards to how you learn them. You just learn from experience. Well, that's just it. I mean, there are some people who play ARK just for the sake of killing their character over and over again. And plus, it can get frustrating. I mean, but like I was saying, it's just like Apex and Fortnite in regards to how you learn. You learn through experience. And you see, this is just the problem with me. Okay, that's a pterodactyl. That's fine. Okay. So I'm going to craft a torch. Because I need to see where I'm going, obviously. And I leveled up, but the thing is, when you pause in this game, well, okay, yes, you can pause in this game and it will pause the game itself. But when you enter your inventory and stuff like that, the game doesn't pause for you. It doesn't. So you have to be really careful when you enter your inventory if you're not in your base, because something could come up from behind you and attack you. So since I have a torch, I can finally see. So that means that now I can go and get my old stuff back. That is, if that raptor is okay. Okay. Oh, perfect. Okay. This is a supply drop. The supply drops will obviously give you stuff that you need, but the thing is, I don't think I'm high enough level to open that yet, because, I mean, another dynamic in this game is that you can only open certain supply drops at certain levels. So, I know, right? So yeah, you can only open certain supply drops at certain levels. So, I believe the blue ones you have to wait until you're level 10 before you can open them. But based on how quickly we're leveling up, I don't think that will be much of a problem. I'm going to increase my health, and I know it's not going to increase it much, but at the same time, I want us to live at least 2 seconds longer. So, so we have all of the thatch stuff unlocked, including the storage box. We do not have any more Ingram points at the moment. But I'm just gonna come over here, and if you see the raptor, please let me know, because I'm right here. Okay. Now we are going to make another campfire. We're going And the raptor was all like, no, that's my loot. Great, now I'm sounding like Pathfinder. In fact, no, he doesn't even say that, but at the... Oh yeah, that's right. These things are smart. It was the same raptor. I don't know... Oh my gosh. I did, and look what happened. I did run, and look what happened. But... You know what? Oh, now this is a supply crate we can open. Oh my... Okay. Yeah, I taught... Okay, once the dinos take a certain amount of damage, they'll run away. Which is great. Let's just hope and pray that this supply drop will hold good stuff. You can, at the level I'm at, you can open supply drops like this. If they have the rainbow aura, you can open them like this. So, it's just while I am anxiously waiting for this thing to... Oh my gosh, that is bright. Okay. Okay. So now... Okay. Oh, okay, okay. This is good. This is good. And of course, right after I get some loot, a dino just has to come in and hurt me. Okay. Okay. Oh, the struggle that one goes through. That's what I mean, is that even for highly experienced people who play this game, they understand that when you first start out, you're gonna go through stuff like this. It's bound to happen. So... Yeah, I do not know how I am thinking of streaming this for at least a couple hours, but I'm not sure. Well, I know that, Dorian, but the thing is that I know that. I know that they see the lights, but the thing is that they don't necessarily... is that when they see the light, they don't really pay attention to the light. They pay attention to me, okay? But that's just it. In this game, even without light, the dinos can still see me. And the reason why they can do that is because they can smell me. I mean, it's only logical. It's... The thing is that once you get to a certain level... I won't stream too long. In fact, I'm not going to stream too long because I myself have to go to bed at some point. But what I'm trying to say is that on my previous save, I actually was able to, I got pretty far. Like I said, I didn't even beat a boss or anything, but I got some pretty good armor, I got some really good weapons, and I was able to handle myself, and plus I was just really beefed up. So, I could handle myself. I know, I apologize. I was just in the moment. Oh my gosh. You get to understand the noises that the different dinos make after a while. And if you're clever enough, you can actually start fights. Like, you can actually start fights between dinos. I've done it. But one thing that I am really looking forward to is taming my first dino and training him up, because they will help immensely with staving off and with saving off hostile dinos to a certain extent, because this one time I had a turtle. There are like these giant turtles in here called Carbonemus, and they're really cute. Now, a lot of the dinos in this game are really cute, but the Carbonemus are like giant turtles, and I had him, and we were going to go up against this Spinosaurus, and we were going up against this Spinosaurus thinking that he was high enough level to go up against him. This Spinosaurus was level 56, okay? And he died. The Spinosaurus didn't die, my turtle died. I mean, he put up quite a fight, but he just took way too much, took way too much damage, and he died. Like, when he died, I actually grew a personal attraction to him. Like, I really saw him as a pet. And when he died, it actually kept me from playing the game for a few days. Because it's like, this game is so unforgiving in its emotion. So just keep grabbing stones. I don't even want to attempt to go over there now. I didn't name him Spike. I named him something else. I just can't remember what it was, but I do get the reference. I'm just... Please, okay, I'm going to make a full 360. I want you guys to tell me... I want you guys to tell me if you see the raptor, because I know that me trying to get to my... that as soon as I open that inventory, I'm just setting myself up for disaster. In fact, can I... Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. That dino did come at me, but that's different. It did take away some of my damage, but the reason why it came at me is because I have berries in my inventory. So yeah, I mean, it's just going to keep on taking my berries. It's not going to do too much damage to me. Okay, and now I am getting out of here. What's a rapidor? I'm just messing, but... Okay, the sun is coming up. That's a good thing. I don't think I want to set up my base over here because of the raptor. That's what I'm saying. This game will leave you... light. This game will give you temporary post-traumatic stress disorder. Like, okay. It's time for me to tell you guys the Spinosaurus story. So, in my previous save, this was back when I first started playing. I was around level 15. Like, in fact, not even that. I was around level 5, and I was living in this exact area. I was living over there. My house was over there. It was only thatch at the time, but my house was stationed over there. Which is kind of the reason why I wanted to build it over there, because I wanted to try and mirror my old save. But, so I was living over there, and little did I know that over there is where a Spinosaurus will periodically spawn. Okay? So, I'm building my base, the Spinosaurus is keeping its distance, and then one day... I wasn't even looking, just like the situation with the raptor, and this thing just came thumping at me. Like, he just came up to me, and he just started wailing on me. And killed me, obviously. I mean, I only had, like, cloth armor at the time. And my weapons were pretty much the ones that I have right now. They weren't all that great. So I'm like, okay, yes, it's still sort of the beginning of the game for me. I'm still very low level. I didn't have good stuff. I was still in the stage of where I was still building up my base and making sure that I had a place where I could call home. So I did that. He killed me, and then he kept on killing me. Like, he would kill me like once in a while. I learned to steer clear of him. Because the aggro radiuses for the hostile enemies really determines, like, there are many different factors that in regards to their radius, but to their aggro radius. I think to me, I think it depends on their size, but the thing is that sometimes I would sneak up right on this guy and he wouldn't notice me until I would accidentally touch his tail, and then he would lob my head off. But anyway, so I building my base. It was only once in a while that he would actually attack me. But then it just got to. But then there were actually nights in the game where I would be in my house waiting for daytime to approach, and I would be waiting for daytime to approach, and then the Spinosaurus, at times would actually come and start thumping around my base. And the reason why I say thumping is because because a lot of the dinosaurs in this game are really big, and so when they walk around, it will actually cause an in-game earthquake. So the closer this thing was to me, the more violent the quakes were getting. So there was this one time, it was early morning, and I went outside. I thought he was gone because the quake stopped. I walked out, and there he was. It was as if he was trying to knock on my door and say, "Hey, morning, are you ready for your kill?" I walk out, and he just starts chasing me. I try to chase this thing away, and it doesn't work. And he just ends up killing me. At this point, I'm getting frustrated. And I was like level 9 when he really started coming up on me. This guy was level 56. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I actually have a spear now. Yeah, the spear actually does knockback. Okay. Level up is available, which is good. So we're actually going to increase our health more. But, so back to the story. Okay, we are pretty much immobile at this point, but we can fix that. So before I get on with the story, I made 4 thatch foundations and 8 thatch walls. I should have made a doorway. I was talking. So, but let me make that doorway real quick, and let me make the thatch door as well. I'm also going to craft a storage chest so that we can put stuff in it. But back to the story. I was getting mad. Okay. I was getting mad, and I was getting to the point where it's like, I cannot live with this thing. Like, every time I go out and craft and want to go get crafting regiments and stuff like that, he's there. And I know that if I try to move, he's just going to, be there again and wanting to lob my head off. So that's when I started devising a plan on wanting to get rid of him. And I did not mean to do that, but that's okay. It didn't go very far. So, I am... And I didn't... What is wrong with me tonight? Okay. Okay. So the one thing about this is that you have to move the items in there one by one. And it's kind of time-consuming. Like I said, I was getting to the point where it was getting annoying. I was getting very paranoid, getting kind of post-traumatic about leaving the house. So I started devising a plan on how to get rid of him. In this game, you can craft spike walls, and they can be like to set up a defense perimeter around your base, so that nothing will come in and try to hurt you. So that's what I did. I built a couple of spike walls, and I actually put them on a hill, and at this point in the game, I had a bow. So I used my bow and some of the arrows that I crafted to lure him. He went for my base first. He went for my base and he started demolishing my base. And my base was upgraded to a wood base at the time, so it was taking him a while to demolish it. But I had no choice but to use my base as a distraction for him. And I'm such a ninny. I just remember that I can just simply hold X to move stuff into the... without having to do that. So that's what I did. So I used my base as a lure for him, basically. And while he was attacking my base, I was shooting him with arrows. But then he lost interest in my base after he got it down to almost non-existency, and he started coming up on me. I had also found a strategy. I had an environmental advantage, if you will, where the advantage was that I was actually up on a cliff that he couldn't climb up on. So he would come up. So he came up to me, and he started trying to try to reach out and attack me. But it was funny because he was there, and just imagine this giant dinosaur constantly jumping up on this wall trying to get at me. And every single time he tried to jump up and attack me, I would shoot him right square in the head. It was just so funny. But then he got a little smart. He found the area where I got onto the plateau, onto the ledge, and he tried to walk on it, but the guy was way too fat to get on there because it was so narrow. It was such a narrow of a passage. So I was basically safe due to natural stuff, due to the natural environment around me. I lured him into the spike trap, and the spike trap actually started to kill him, started to do damage to him. So when he got caught in it, I ran up on him and started shooting him. And then and then I eventually killed him. I was level 18 when this happened. He was level 56. I leveled up 7 times from killing this guy. I was just so happy. I was... And then I could finally live in my base in peace, and I didn't have to worry about him. And there was another Spinosaurus. This was like way later, when I was like level 32 or something. And I was able... And I caught him, and I was like, you know what? I want to give it another try. I want to do it again. So I repaired the spike wall, and I did it again, the exact same way. And of course my character was up a lot, and had a whole, and all of this stuff was pretty much boosted. And so I lured him into the spike trap again and basically killed him the same way. And you get a lot of meat and a lot of hide and a lot of all of this from them, from those things, and so it really helps. So that's my Spinosaurus story. So now we have enough Ingram points to learn a few more things. So we're going to learn the slingshot. We're going to learn the simple bed. We need that, and then I don't know. I honestly think that we should get the Ingram to make this for the spyglass, because if we die and we spawn back in, we can actually use the spyglass to see exactly where the dino that killed me was, and that way we can be a little bit more strategic. I'm finally being smart about this. I'm finally being smart about this. Woohoo for me. Okay, so guys, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to build my base right here. I'm going to build it right here where we initially started. How ironic. And because the reason why I say this is because if you guys remember the supply drop that came down earlier, I can do that now. I can build it. I can build my base right here, and that way when the supply drop comes down, I can just walk out and grab it. So... well, it took me a while to learn to get to the level needed to where I had enough... Well, if you guys notice here, let me show you. I'll show you guys real quick. Okay, so if we go over to the engram section, do you see those numbers next to the different engrams that you can choose? These engrams become available to you when you reach that level. So right now, I am currently at level... What level am I? I am currently level 9. So basically everything up to 9 I can learn. So I was able to learn the simple bed. I was able to learn the spyglass. I should have unlocked that stuff when I was level 7, but I didn't. But yeah, as you level up, more engrams will become available for you to learn. So, which I think, like, they should make, like, if I had an idea for an update, which I just did, for this game, it would be this. Make it so where that some of the engrams that are more vital to you at the very beginning of the game become available to you sooner. Like, you can learn an engram for a sword, or something like that, but the thing is that you cannot learn it until whatever level it is. I can't remember what level you learn. You can learn the sword from. I know it's after you learn the forge. I know that, and the work table. But yeah. So when it comes to building up your base, and it's raining, I recommend building it at least two walls high, so that you have enough space to store some of the larger items that you are going to be getting later on. And also, it makes a really good foundation for future upgrades that you want to make to your base, such as if you want to, like, make another floor or something like that. Like, you have enough space to do it. So how many... Okay, so we need to go around and we need to grab more fiber, but not before I set down this campfire. We're going to place the campfire right about here, and it's gonna stay this time. If I fight something, I'm going to do it away from here. Almost every single hostile dino that you come into contact with in this game has the possibility of demolishing your base. It's ridiculous. So we're just gonna get some more, we're going to get some more stuff, and, no, rip in the chat for the first night spent on this game. You know what? I really can't disagree with that. I really can't. I can't remember if elevators are actually craftable in this game. I think they are, but that's not until, like, much later. Like, not until much later. So, we're just gonna get some more fiber, because we need the fiber if we're gonna be getting more thatch and stuff like that. If we're gonna be making more thatch stuff, which we're going to be doing. So starting off with a simple 4x4, or even a 2x2, or even a 3x3 base is actually quite beneficial, because like, this is gonna sound weird, but it's gonna sound funny at the same time. You can put a fireplace in your base and it won't burn. And, like, your base will not burn if you put a campfire inside of it. But it's also beneficial because when you put a campfire inside of your base, it actually warms up your base on the inside. So your character will always complain about being too cold or too hot, depending on where you are. But it's quite beneficial. It's very beneficial, so that if your character is really cold and if he's really cold, and if he's, if he's really cold, and you can go inside of your base, light your campfire, and you can stay warm. But the thing is that in order to maintain your campfire, you need to give it wood. So, which is why we need to be gathering plenty of wood. So yes, just expect in the very beginning to just chop down a bunch of trees, just harvest a lot of plants, and potentially get killed. And I really did not know that those leaves were actually wood in secret. How very amusing. And I am really slow now, but that's okay. Just like in any other game, if you holster your tool or your weapon, your character will move slightly faster, although I'm not seeing any particular difference here. So, yeah. So basically, what I'm thinking of doing is, I'm just going to give the campfire the wood, but I'm not going to start it yet because it's raining and it's daytime. But the thing is that another thing is, even when it's raining, the fire will not be put out due to the rain, which is a little weird if you ask me. But at the same time, I'm not necessarily complaining because, yeah. I'm not necessarily complaining about it. So once you have the wood in your inventory, you come down here to this button which says light the fire, and you can light the fire, but we're not going to do that right now because we don't have any need to light the fire right now. But what we are going to do is we're going to come over here. I still need more. What? I do need wood. Okay. I did put a full stack of wood in here. Okay. Just real quickly, there will be a lot of things in this game in which there are multiple options for what you can do to certain objects and certain and all the dinos you tame. If you hold down triangle, it will bring up this radial menu, and you have a different variety of things that you can do to the said item. So that's just a helpful little thing for you to do. If you just press triangle on the campfire, you'll just light the campfire, but you have to hold down triangle in order to bring up the radial menu. So that rain was actually really short-lived, which I am, again, not complaining about. Let's see if I need to be able to make at least 8 more thatch walls. How many can I make? Oh, I can make 9. Okay, so that's 8 walls right there, and then if we go back over to the inventory, do I have any ceilings? I do not have any ceilings. So I'm going to wait for him to make those walls. We're going to place those walls real quick, and then we're going to go get the ceilings. We're going to go make the stuff to make the ceilings, because who wants to live in a roofless house? I mean, roofless house that like rains falling and stuff like that. I mean, your character doesn't get, mad about it, but at the same time, it's just funny. It's just really funny. Okay, 1, 2. Oh, I did not mean to do that. You know what? It adds character. It adds character, so I'm just gonna keep it there. And if I wasn't if I didn't feel bad about how I didn't even see it, but we actually have 9. We actually had 9 thatch walls. So even if that wall is up there, I'm not complaining. So I think I just have to stand pretty far back in order to tell the game, like, hey, this is where I want to put the walls. Okay. Okay, we now have our 4x4 with added flair. Okay, so one more thing. I need to check to see how much. Okay, we just need to collect more thatch. We just need to collect more thatch, but that's going to be really easy. We're going to increase our health again. So we're just going to collect a lot of thatch. Now, another thing about the tools in this game. If you mine a tree with a pickaxe, you'll gain more thatch than wood. And obviously vice versa with the hatchet. If you harvest a tree with a hatchet or an axe, you'll get more wood than thatch. So that's the reason why I am mining down. This is the experience tree. I'm not going to get rid of it, but that's the reason why I am mining down. I'm harvesting these trees with a pickaxe because it will get me more thatch than wood. Once we go to upgrade our base to wood, that's when we start using the hatchet more often, but wood will weigh more. So that's why I've been saying that we need to get our weight up so that we can carry more stuff. In my previous playthrough, I actually got it to where my character was able to carry over 300 pounds worth of stuff. You can increase their numbers dramatically. Like, there is no limit to how high you can level in this game. There is no limit. Like, if I'm remembering correctly, there's actually someone who actually got their character and all of their dinos all the way up to level 565, if you can believe that. And like, they were, if you just spend all of your points on like movement speed and stamina and weight, you will be able to quite literally run over the entire island and never get tired. That's how this is. I want to finish this up rather quickly. So, okay, so there are 4 ceilings in the making. I'm going to craft 2 of the storage crates. I'm going to craft a slingshot. And what I'm also going to do is I'm going to craft another stone pickaxe and a full set, and a whole full set of armor. Of cloth armor. And the reason why I'm doing this is because if I die and I just so happen to spawn right next to my base, or if when I eventually set down my bed and have a permanent spawn point, I'll be able to spawn right back in and already have a fresh set of gear waiting for me. That is actually something that I like to do in a lot of survival games. Primarily Minecraft. I don't know if I crafted some cloth shoes, but we're just going to make another pair just to be safe. We're going to level up our health. Actually, I'm going to increase our melee damage because you never know when something's going to come out and try to hurt us. So I'm going to take the thatch ceilings and I'm going to put them right here. I always use the square, triangle, circle, and X buttons for crafting stuff, while I use the D-pad buttons for tools and stuff. That's just how I do it. You guys can set it up however you want. But that's just my personal preference. So we're going to get this set down. So it's done. We finally have our base. We finally have a starting base. Hallelujah. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take those storage crates that I made and we're going to put them down. We're going to put them down in here. And that way we have some decent storage space for ourselves. Now, the crafting system in this game is not like Minecraft where everything is on a grid. You can actually rotate things and have things at diagonal angles and stuff like that and stuff. Just do not put anything in front of the door. Just trust me on this. I am telling you guys this because I love you. Don't ever do it, because I made the mistake of doing it in my last playthrough, and the door was so hard to close because the door would open right into the cabinet and I couldn't close the door without being in a very specific spot. It was very annoying. Okay, so now our character is moving happily and gracefully because he's not having anything else, like anything on his person. So, in fact, I'm actually going to do that. Hold on. Oh, I can't place it, but I can definitely demolish it. If you demolish something, you will get back all the resources that you used to craft it, and plus anything that was inside it too. You just have to make sure that you have enough free space, that you have enough space in your inventory in order to carry all the stuff that you put down. So I just need to go get some more stone and some more flint, but that's going to be easy. So basically I'm doing the final thing in this stream. If you guys have really enjoyed this, please let me know. And also, if you are new here, please put a like on this video, and also subscribe and press the notification bell so that you can be notified whenever I post up a video or I start up a fresh new stream. So after I craft the campfire and put the wood in it, I am going to end the stream. So once again, I hope you guys have enjoyed this, and now we're going to sluggishly make our way back to the base. It's almost as if our character doesn't want the stream to end, but it has to, because I know that you guys who are watching right now need to go to bed, and I still do not have enough stone, but that's okay. That's okay. I just need to pick up a couple more stones. There are some things, there are a lot of details in the sand that look... Okay, that's a docile dinosaur. Like, if they have the weird noses like that, if they have that weird detail on their nose, they're docile, okay? Those are docile dinosaurs. They're nice. So we're going to make our way back over here. In fact, I think to lighten the load, I should craft the campfire now. We're going to put the campfire in the corner because we need space to put stuff. So... okay. Oh, and don't worry if there are no steps there. Your character will just pop right up. So, access inventory, we're going to put some wood in there. Let's give it the lesser stack because we're going to need it. And then there you go, guys. So we just completed our very first live stream of ARK Survival Evolved. I am really I'm really looking forward to seeing where this goes, where this takes us, and how long we can survive. I just do want to warn you guys very quickly that there will be some episodes that I'm expecting there to be some episodes that will be very boring, very time-consuming. We will truly start to understand just how immersive this game is as we get further into it. But thank you guys so much for watching, for all of your support, all of your comments, and just helping out with this stream in general. And I will see you guys in the next video. God bless you.